Peace, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Siddiqui Chebaye. And a lot of things been going on in this world today, and it is not really to our advantage. So we must do all that we can to make some serious adjustments in our lives. Now, the first thing that I would like to um, encourage you to do is to make sure that we learn the origin of things in life, the beginning, the purpose, the originality of things, because they always give us things in the middle and at the end, and we end up arguing and believing out of ignorance. So we must first learn, embrace, and know the truth about the realities of life. Someone came to me, or they texted me, and they sent me a message saying that is it possible that I can speak in reference to the Bible, the diet in the Bible compared to our eating habits of today, which is very different. We are so far away from our reality, is unbelievable. Now, let me say this to you. First, we were breathterians. I'm giving you raw food for thought now. You don't have to go on what I say. Check it out for yourself. Raw food for thought. So study to show yourself approval and lean not to your own misunderstanding, but rightly dividing the word of truth. Now, originally we were breathterians. Then we became liquidtarians. Then we became fruitarians. Then we became vegetarians. Then we became meat eaters. And last but not least, we became garbage disposals. We just eat anything. Oh, yeah. And then here's our excuse. Oh, you got to die from something. Yeah, well, you don't have to suffer along the way. Learn the processes of life so that you can live a joyous life, a healthy life, a respectful life, a loving life. But it have to start with self. Everything starts at home and then out. As within, so without. So I did some research, and I will like for you or suggest to you through my next videos to bring a pen and pad with you to take some notes, because we're going on this journey now. I'm going to take you on this journey through this book that we call the Bible. It's nothing but a guide. It's nothing based on cause and effect. You know, what goes around comes around. What you see is what you get. It ain't nothing until you call it. So be careful, with what you believe. Because whatever you believe is real to you. And it could be kind of crazy. That's how they got us. They got us all twisted up. We're really, really believing in arguing ignorance. But when you look at this book that we call the Bible, it originated in Africa. All this information started in the motherland of Akebalon, Africa, or Kemet, or Nubian people, or whatever you want to call it. It's still us. We got many names, but it's still us. So I'm going to take you on this journey through the Bible, which is talking about us. It's talking about the people from the East. They're talking about people with melanin. They're talking about people with woolly hair. They're talking about people with skin of brass. There's no other people, people with eyes of fire, red eyes. There's nobody but us. Nobody but us. Don't believe the hype. That's why you need to study. Do independent study. But it seems like to me that the only reason why we study is when it's required. Required by who? Required by the system. We go to these dumb schools, these schools that make us dumb and stupid. You know what I mean? And all it does is prepare you to get a piece of paper to certify you to work for the system. Wow. Are you for real? How can I be a man if I'm depending on someone else for my needs? It doesn't make sense. That's a contradiction. You can't be a man and dependent on someone else for your needs. You got to man up. Man up. Mind up. And get busy and fulfill your purpose. Now, once again, we're going to go through this journey through this book we call the Bible, because there's a lot of confusion going on. Now, we want to get back to the original way of life, so we got to go Sankofa. We got to go back and get it. So, but before you start your journey, you have to first and foremost prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the journey, because the key to life is preparation. And the reason why we're catching so much hell is we're not prepared for anything. We're just floating right through life, you know, let me try this, let me try that, all this hit and miss stuff, trial and error. We got to start knowing something, because a wise man goes by what he knows. So please bring your pen and your pad with you, because we're going on this serious journey that we're going to find out who we really are and what we need to do to fulfill our main purpose in life. And our main purpose in life is to feed our souls. Because one thing that when you study our history, our story, you find out that they tampered with our souls. And when you tamper with a person's soul, you tap in with their essence, because the soul contains everything. Your thinking process, your perception, your character, your emotions, your feelings. It contains your character. It contains everything. So we must know that they tamper with our souls, and we have to search and get it back. And we get it back through each other. Now, the other thing also is to feed our souls. And the next one is to strengthen our spirits. We have to strengthen our energy, the spirit of us, because we're kind of weak, because they broke us down to near nothing. And that's why we're frustrated and upset and end up taking it out on each other. But we're going to fix that. We're going to definitely fix that. So bring your thinking cap with you. Bring your pen and pad, and I'm going to give you some serious raw food for thought. Again, you're going to feed your soul, strengthen your spirit, and renew your body. The body is housing everything else, your soul and your spirit. That's where God resides within. So when you strengthen yourself, when you improve yourself, you improve your awareness that God is right there at all times. When you got to come in and go on God, you're in trouble. God should be there at all times. But sometimes we lose the awareness by being overly concerned on what's going on in the world, overly concerned about somebody else who really don't even care about themselves. So if they're not going to help you to help them, then you better be careful with them. Yes. So brothers and sisters, the bottom line to it all is mind control, mastery of self. When you have mastered yourself, that is God. Understand that. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them school you. Do your own study and research, and you'll find out that since we are the original people, we are actually the chosen people to lead, guide, direct, and protect this earth and universe. That's a beautiful thing. That's a lot of responsibility. But hey, I'm ready. I'm willing and able. And in order to learn, you must be willing, first and foremost, to be instructed. A lot of people, ain't nobody going to tell me what to do. Well, somebody need to tell you what to do until you get it right. And then you go for it and pass it on. So with this in mind, brothers and sisters, my next tape is going to further prepare you for this journey. And it's going to be a beautiful journey, and you're going to love it. So with that in mind, brothers and sisters, keep your lights on and keep them bright at all times. And always remember that our ancestors and our creator want the best for us. Stay strong and keep your faith where it belongs. Love and respect. Raw food for thought. Peace.